Alright everyone, thought I'd show you the latest upgrade to the residence here. I got a new catio fence for part of the yard. I'd like to show you what I did to make it. So as you can see, we got a lot of zip ties here. This netting is a deer fence from Tractor Supply, and you want to get the net that says it's UV rated and extra strong. It's the other nets, if you just did something like this, it would rip. Here it doesn't really yield at all, so it's a nice sturdy fence, and the packaging said it was UV rated. Of course, I used a lot of zip ties to hold up the outside here. And these are outdoor UV rated zip ties from Lowe's. This is a 1/2-inch conduit. And I used conduit hardware to set everything up. And to kind of make this piece on the bottom work, I used a size up, so that was 3/8 conduit. And over here, I did something kind of special. I drilled a hole in a little wheel there, a little caster wheel, and I attached it to the to the 1/2-inch conduit. Now I need to be careful with that because a good push and the cats could escape, so I need to keep my eyes on that until I get something figured out for there. Now I did for the ground portion of this, I ran some landscaping timber on the bottom, and at every point here, where the two boards meet, there's some screws going in at a 45 holding it level. There's Molly. She likes being outside, but she doesn't like this new fence. It's a couple of feathers of full freedom, this is what she's saying. But it's supposed to keep her inside. I use these staples to hold the netting down to the timber. Then zip ties again, going up on the fence. And I've been pretty lucky. The cats don't want to climb this netting. I guess it feels too flimsy for their preference. They just kind of get going at it and then they kind of stop. Hopefully that stays that way. Then at the corners here, I didn't screw those in. I just left it as it is. And then for the fence here, what I did was I took a pinch bar, I drove it into the ground about 1.5 feet, and then I installed the pole. And I did that for every spot, and that been holding everything together. And then the last thing I did over here was I took my the netting, I put it right up on this pole here, and this pole was held to the house with some zip ties, just to keep everything nice and snug. And then I was a bit worried about this gap, so I put a 2x4 in there. And that's the new catio project. Cats are pretty happy to be outside. Of course, they all realize that they could have more freedom, but I think this freedom was going to be good enough for them. All right. If something else happens, I'll let you guys know. Have a good one.